I know. It's everybody's favorite topic. Brie the Cheese Larson.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
I've grown to love this woman. She has provided me with a wonderful structure in my backyard, lovingly titled the Brie Shed.
I mean, why?
In which I store my lawnmower and various other garden tools.
I don't even know, like, why on earth would you Google that? I feel like I need to do a Google of this Google.
I've been very thankful for Brie Larson's addition to the MCU in so far as her additions to my home. Covering these additions have been absolutely wonderful. And a few little nuggets dropped out of the Brie bottom this week, not only about Marvel's Avengers 5, but also a possible Animal Crossing movie starring role for Brie Larson. These things are all amazing. And you know why they're amazing? Because it's going to generate hilarious SJW outrage. And speaking of which, quick shout out to this video's sponsor. Today's episode is being sponsored by, well, this book, Super Stupid: Why the Educated Elite Are Often So Wrong So Often About So Many Things. I've just started reading through it, and it basically blows up the entire foundation that drives a lot of the SJW baloney that we're so often fighting against on this channel. Super Stupid explains why attacking their lies doesn't work. It's not a book about politics or ideology. It explains how organic cognition works. Read it to learn how to cut the ground out from underneath SJWs and how to defeat them before they take over everything. The book is available at Amazon, and the link in the description and the pinned comment below. Check it out, support the author, and support the channel. Let me know what you think of the book. Now that we've done that, and definitely check out that book, there's been a couple of reports floating around about Marvel and Brie Larson. Now, there are several websites that I would classify as purely gossip. Showbiz Cheat Sheet is one of them. So we read this with a grain of salt. And it's where many rumors get started. Yes, they've been correct about a few things in the past, but they've also been incorrect about many others. Brie Larson's role in the MCU may have just expanded. Title, by the way, Marvel has reportedly met Brie Larson's demands to lead the new team in Avengers 5. After bringing in $1 billion at the box office with Captain Marvel and appearing in the highest grossing film of all time for like 8 seconds, by the way. And also, look, Captain Marvel would have probably done $700 million standalone, in my opinion. It made $1 billion because it was marketed as, or there was an overwhelming feeling of required reading. That's what it was. People saw Captain Marvel because they felt like it was going to provide some extra information for Endgame. Captain Marvel, for all the bluster and all the marketing, was basically irrelevant in Endgame. Yeah, she was shoehorned in to save Robert Downey Jr. and randomly appeared to destroy the spaceship by flying through it. Other than that, and the cringe girl power moment, there was very little Captain Marvel. But anyway, Marvel reportedly wants Larson to lead the team in Avengers 5. How will fans react to Larson's taking an even bigger role in the MCU? With great happiness, great anticipation, I think. Marvel's casting Larson as Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, was met with plenty of skepticism. Prior to the release of Captain Marvel in 2019, fans started a campaign in an effort to have Larson replaced. Well, I do believe, if she believes some of the things she's saying about social justice, that she should have recused herself so that a strong woman of color could have taken the role, but that's just me. All the negative attention went away after the film proved to be a massive success in the box office. Larson went on to reprise the role in Endgame and is poised to be an important part of the MCU going forward, and I can't wait. That said, fans continue to speak out against the actress. A small number of viewers have even started a petition to have Larson replaced, with someone that adds more diversity. That's like a meme. By the way, that's a meme petition as far as I can tell. There's little doubt that the studio's aware of the backlash, but that didn't stop them from moving forward with Larson in a big way. Well, of course. I think it's very clear. I believe the gambit has been thrown down. The statement has been made that Disney, Marvel, Kevin Feige, they want half of the MCU to be women. And that's fine. Just don't make them cringe. I don't think people are cringing at Scarlet Witch. People don't cringe at Black Widow. People do cringe at Captain Marvel, though. Now, Marvel has not released any information regarding Avengers 5, a project that was missing from Phase 4 titles. The movie is expected to come out until Phase 5 at the earliest, which gives the studio plenty of time to build a new roster. And a lot can change before Marvel starts development of Avengers 5, but an inside source told We Got This Covered that the studio agreed to let Larson lead the new team of Avengers. Now that Iron Man, Captain America, and Black Widow are all gone, Captain Marvel is the obvious choice to lead the new group. I would agree with that. I mean, who else would you even cast? Oh, I don't know, Spider-Man? But I suppose, you know, that's just me and, you know, the rest of the MCU. Considering how fans reacted to Larson's casting, it's safe to assume that they will not be thrilled by this news. While it sounds Captain Marvel will be leading her fellow superheroes into battle in Avengers 5, there's a competing theory about her roles in an upcoming crossover. According to Rumor Mill, We Got This Covered, an insider claims that the studio is thinking about turning Captain Marvel evil in the film. Now, this could be interesting. I think she could actually play a villain quite well. The source says that Captain Marvel will be possessed by some sort of alien entity, which is similar to what happened to Jean Grey. Under this control, the entity Carol will turn against her friends and team up to take her down. Will She-Hulk also be in Avengers 5? God, I hope so. Please, the writer of She-Hulk is so incredibly cringe that this must happen. Marvel has done a great job keeping spoilers to a minimum, but the studio may have recently released a major plot point in Avengers 5. Producers recently released a casting for the upcoming Disney Plus series She-Hulk. The studio is looking for an actress between the ages of 26 and 34. Well, we already know who they cast. Now, we can get this from We Got This Covered from 4 days ago. Brie Larson will reportedly get equal pay for Avengers 5 and be the new team leader. It would be fair to say that Captain Marvel isn't everybody's favorite character in the MCU. Even before the character's first solo movie was released, a campaign was launched by online trolls in an effort to sabotage the reviews on sites like Rotten Tomatoes, while petitions were also started in an effort to get her replaced. Obviously, though, nobody in Hollywood pays attention to these kinds of things because they don't care. And Carol Danvers' also first solo adventure went on to earn over $1 billion. Yes, yes, yes. Keep throwing that in our face. Let's see how Captain Marvel 2 does. Don't you think? Don't you think that there's a reason they've delayed the movie so far? I mean, 2022, really? 2 more years? People aren't even going to care about Captain Marvel anymore. Well, maybe I'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be all the MCU has left. That hasn't stopped some vocal members of the MCU fan base in voicing their dissatisfaction with the Academy Award-winning actress performance. Even though Captain Marvel was reduced to having a very small role in the events of Avengers Endgame, shocking, the petitions still haven't gone away, and people were even in uproar about her appearance in a car commercial that many deemed to be pushing an agenda. Oh, the Brie Larson commercial.
Get in the car.
Make some noise for Aaron going home in his brand new car.
Brie Larson and Nissan. It was pushing an agenda. What do you mean? See, that's fine that it did it and we made fun of it, but don't insult us and act like it wasn't. It was clearly a woman power. Women held back in the workplace. Please buy our cheap car. Now, interestingly enough, according to our sources, the same one that told us Guardians of the Galaxy are set to cameo in Thor, Love and Thunder, and Green Lantern was coming to HBO Max, both of which are now confirmed. They always do this at the end. They always do this at the end. They're like, well, this random person also said this random thing that ended up right. And you can see the comments. Who cares that Brie Larson gets the world, goes on, and we're all in our homes with nothing to do, and I post about her why. Brie's fans act like she's doing something to help. She's just sitting on her butt waiting for men to fix it all while she takes the... Yikes.
Yikes. No, look at me.
Well, it was a good ride, right? I enjoyed the first 3 phases, but phase 4 and beyond does not really grab me. I was all set to watch Black Widow, no doubt. The Eternals wasn't something I was looking forward to, and not sure I would have seen it in theaters. The Disney Plus shows of Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision, along with Doctor Strange 2, are all about the only items I'm really looking forward to. Well, you know, that's kind of the thing for me. I'm just not intrigued about phase 4, even Doctor Strange 2. It's just like after Endgame, there's just nothing. You know, you have this original report back in January. Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, has made some demands to return for Avengers 5. And so apparently Marvel has met them, but not before. Brie Larson says she's more than happy to be in an Animal Crossing movie. We've already heard how the Captain Marvel star and Oscar winner Brie Larson would love to play Seamus Aran in a Metroid movie. As now in an interview with People.com, she's been asked if she would be interested in starring in a movie adaptation of Animal Crossing. Of course! I support Animal Crossing all the way, through and through. I think it's good for our hearts. Well, I mean, what is she supposed to say? I mean, you know, I will critique Brie Larson for things that she says that are ridiculous. I will say that I dislike her acting, but I do like her two smarts. You know, she's looking good lately. But that said, what was she supposed to say? You know, if you're not convinced with the idea of Brie appearing in an Animal Crossing movie, in the same interview, she revealed how she's a lifelong fan of the Nintendo's long-running Lifestyle series. It turns out she's actually been playing these games with her sister since the GameCube release. The original game, the first time I played it was on GameCube, and it was so important to me and my sister. My mom set up a rule. Whoever finished their homework first got to play first. It was an amazing tool to get us to finish our homework. I'm so excited to make new memories with my sister again. We're adults now, and yet we still have such a deep love for the game, and it's really been fun to talk about with her. Good. Good. I'm happy for Brie Larson and her Animal Crossing love. I mean, it's not really an article. I mean, I guess. I mean, enjoy. Would I see an Animal Crossing movie? Probably not. But would a lot of people? Sure. I suppose that's the same thing about Phase 4 in the MCU. I, for one, am looking forward to the slow-motion train wreck that is on the horizon for Marvel fans. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.